Hey everyone, it's Sam Saham, and I'm back at DIY House this week to show you how to do your own party platters for Super Bowl. So stay tuned with me and we're gonna start to cook. Okay, so I laid out all our ingredients today. What we are going to make is deep fried spring rolls, deep fried shrimp wontons, and also put it together with some shrimp ring and some chicken wings. So for the chicken wings, we can make it ourselves, but I just thought it would be a quick thing, and because we're already making two other appetizers. So these are the ingredients that we're gonna need. These are our main three ingredients for the Asian cooking. Some salt, soy sauce, and of course our sesame seed oil. Also we have, for just the display, we have the Italian parsley. We also have the wonton. It's a wonton envelope wrapper, so you can get these at any grocery store. Sobeys sells them. Also our shrimp rings and our cooked shrimp. These here, you can get them at Superstore also, but at the Asian store. So these are the best that I find. They just fry up a lot crispier and nicer, golden. There's our shrimp thawing. And then our carrots that we're gonna shred into the ground pork. You can also use ground chicken, ground turkey. I've used it before and it all tastes the same really. And then our bean thread. This is called, it's a vermicelli. It's called a bean thread. So you can get these at grocery stores. I'm sure they would sell it at the Canadian Superstore or Sobeys even. And one onion. That's all you need. Okay, so we're about to make the spring rolls, the inside of it. Right now, I've just shredded and prepared our carrot. I will also put the ground pork. So I'm making 200 of these. It's about a pound and a little bit ground pork. Throw that in. Super Bowl party, so you can never have enough. And so for the bean thread, I'm gonna put the 3 pieces in it, like they come in little bundles, or what you want to call it. So a lot of people do soak these, but I don't, because by the time everything soaks up in it, when you put the egg in it as well, you don't need to. It'll just it'll fry up nicer and it won't make your spring roll soggy. Our carrot, or sorry, onion, I've processed it now in our food processor, and I'm just going to put that in there as well. So 1 onion. And then I will get our eggs. We need 2 eggs. Sorry, I forgot to put that into our ingredient list, but we do need 2 eggs. I use carrot. You can actually use, there's people use the mushroom, but I like to use the carrot because it makes it really pretty. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of mix this all together. Get the noodle in there. I'm gonna try to break the noodle a little bit. Oops. So just loosen it up. You can also put cabbage in it. I've seen people put cabbage in theirs. My girlfriend does that as well. So I'm going to mix this up really good. And then we will put some ingredients in it just to give it some more flavor. So for our ingredients, put some black pepper. I'd say about a tablespoon of black pepper. Also some garlic powder or garlic salt. So if you put the garlic salt in it, I'm using garlic powder. You don't have to put any salt. I'd say about a tablespoon of this, 2 teaspoons of salt. And then our sesame seed oil. So a tablespoon of the sesame seed oil. So again, I'm just gonna keep on mixing it. You want to make sure that you get it all thoroughly mixed together. What I'm doing now is just peeling off the spring roll wrappers. So we let it defrost for a little bit. Actually, the trick to this is, guys, is that you have to put it on the floor. I didn't believe it actually when I first heard about it, and I was like, no way. You actually put this on the floor and it defrosts so nicely. So of course in the wrapper. So here, this is what it's like when after you're peeling it. You got to be very gentle because you don't want to rip them. You don't want holes in your spring roll wrappers. So I'll show you a couple more. Just gently pull them, and then we can start to roll. Okay, so what I do is if you can see, I'll show you the consistency. Now I've let this soak for a little bit. See how the noodles, they already, like, you don't need to soak them in water. And it just makes your spring roll more watery. And then when you fry it, it doesn't actually look pretty. So something I learned from my mother, it was a trick from my mom. So what I'm gonna do is grab some of the, I guess what you call the meat inside the spring roll. And I've already gone ahead to crack 1 egg. So we're gonna need 1 egg. And then use that for our, the sealer for the spring roll. So you evenly disperse it onto the spring roll wrapper. You pull it back and you tighten it. Now you pinch the sides and pinch the other side. It's okay if you have all these like little things hanging out of it, because you can just wrap it right into the spring roll. So these I'm just making like little appetizers, so they're little bite size. There's different sizes of wrappers that you can use, and that's what it looks like. That's our chicken wings. So I'll do another one. I'll do a couple more, so then we kind of get the hang of it. So you put the inside in of the spring roll. I need to apologize for my hands too, because I usually have my nails done, but didn't have time this week. I've been so busy. I'm trying to get some investments started, and you guys definitely will see, because I'll take you with me. So if you're watching what I'm doing right now, sorry, didn't mean to get off topic, but I've been really busy. So we'll just grab another one. So when you're laying it out, make sure you lay it on the triangle. So the triangle, make sure it's sticking towards you. Then grab the meat inside. See how there's all the noodles and stuff? Do that. Disperse it evenly onto your wrapper. And then you pull it in, kind of like the sushi roll that we in my video earlier. And then you fold in the sides. You pinch, see here? Fold in the side. And then you just roll it up. and try to roll it as tight as you can, but I'm not a professional. I just do what I can. And then you put a little bit of egg on the bottom here, and that seals it. See? Definitely not a professional, you can see, but they're small. It's not like it's big and it needs to be too pretty. I know I'm all about the display and whatever, but I'm not the greatest rapper in the world. I have to admit that. My mother tells me that as well. Okay, so here we go. Triangle towards you. You put your meat in. That's how much I put in there. And then you push it up, pull it back into you, roll, pinch onto the side, flip it over, pinch onto the other side, flip it over, and then roll. And then you put a little bit egg on the bottom, and there. See? Okay, so for our shrimp, fried shrimp dumpling wrapper or wontons, we open the pack, and these are already kind of pulled apart, so you don't need to pull it apart. So all you want to do, the same as how we made our dumplings before, you just want to put it inside the middle, take your egg, and then wrap it around, or put your egg around, and then just pinch it. So now instead of putting these in the soup, you actually put it into a frying pan, and they taste really good. So put the meat inside, put some egg around the corners, and pinch it. Let me show you that one. I don't think I got a good video of that. Okay. Meat in the middle. Put your egg on the two sides. And then fold up and pinch. And that's good. That's all it is. And then once we're done everything, all 50 of these, we will deep fry them. And I'll show you how to come back and display it. Hey everyone, so I'm just about to fry the shrimp wontons. And we're just throwing them in quickly. Shrimp doesn't take too long to cook, so we just want them golden brown, and we're gonna pull them out. So now we're just throwing in the spring rolls. It'll take about 3 minutes to cook a spring roll. They're small, so we don't need to put them in too long. And then what you want to do is kind of move it around so then it doesn't get burned on one side.